Let's continue today with Psalm 109. For the leader of David, a psalm. O God of my praise, do not keep aloof. For the wicked and the deceitful open their mouth against me. They speak to me with lying tongue. They encircle me with words of hate. They attack me without cause. They answer my love with accusation, and I must stand judgment. They repay me with evil for good, with hatred for my love. Appoint a wicked man over him. May an accuser stand at his right side. May he be tried and convicted. May he be judged and found guilty. May his days be few, and may another take over his position. May his children be orphans, his wife a widow. May his children wander from their hovels, begging in search of bread. May his creditor seize all his possessions. May strangers plunder his wealth. May no one show him mercy. May none pity his orphans. May his posterity be cut off. May their names be blotted out in the next generation. May God be ever mindful of his father's iniquity, and may the sin of his mother not be blotted out. May the Lord be aware of them always and cause their names to be cut off from the earth, because he was not minded to act kindly, and hounded to death the poor and needy man, one crushed in spirit. He loved to curse. May a curse come upon him. He would not bless. May blessing be far from him. May he be clothed in a curse like a garment. May it enter his body like water, his bones like oil. Let it be like the cloak he wraps around him, like the belt he always wears. May the Lord thus repay my accusers, all those who speak evil against me. Now you, O God, my Lord, act on my behalf, as befits your name. Good and faithful as you are, save me, for I am poor and needy, and my heart is pierced within me. I fade away like a lengthening shadow. I am shaken off like locusts. My knees give way from fasting. My flesh is lean, has lost its fat. I am the object of their scorn. When they see me, they shake their head. Help me, O Lord my God. Save me in accord with your faithfulness, that men may know that it is your hand, that you, O Lord, have done it. Let them curse, but you bless. Let them rise up, but come to grief, while your servant rejoices. My accusers shall be clothed in shame, wrapped in their disgrace as in a robe. My mouth shall sing much praise to the Lord. I will acclaim him in the midst of a throng, because he stands at the right hand of the needy, to save him from those who would condemn him. I'm sure that you have been in a situation where you have done an act of kindness, or maybe several, for another person, where you have reached out to someone in love and in friendship and camaraderie and fellowship, when you've gone out of your way for another person. And just when you would have hoped that they could return the favor or repay your act of friendship, or even when you imagined that they didn't do anything positive or negative towards you, or wouldn't do anything negative, perhaps you've lost touch with them, you've lost contact, haven't heard from them. But what breaks that impasse is an act of enmity on their behalf, or perhaps less extreme, an act of ingratitude, unkindness. The psalmist says, they answer my love with accusation. They repay me with evil for good, with hatred for my love. The psalmist feels wounded and hurt because he has shown love towards someone else, and they have responded with the opposite, with hatred, with enmity. They repay friendship with unfriendliness. They recompense kindness with evil. And this kind of reaction that the psalmist gets from those whom he thought were his friends is disturbing and hurtful to him. And so what does he do? He wishes for their early demise. He hopes that their children will be orphans, their spouse will be a widow, their names will be cut off. The psalmist is very vindictive here. And so when we read the psalm, it is difficult to be inspired by his solution. However, the challenge, the problem that he brings forth, is one that is known to us all of us who have been hurt by people whom we thought were friends, all of us who have been repaid for kindness with an act of unkindness, all of us who have reached out with the hand of friendship only to be rebuffed, not only rebuffed, but perhaps by an act of aggression from the other person, we have felt hurt and wounded. And it is natural to want to wish for their harm. It is human nature to bear grudges, to not forget, to keep in mind the things that they have done against us, to have a kind of a laundry list of complaints against them because we feel we have done only good things for them. Why do they react this way against us? So when we see a psalm like this, we are challenged to realize that even though the psalmist may react in this way, we do not have to react in this way. We do not have to be vindictive. We can try to be forgiving. We do not have to bear grudges in our hearts. We can try to erase that grudge, even though it is in our nature to remember and to have that kind of laundry list in our heads of the things and the ways that they might have hurt us. It is a difficult but promising and possible challenge to work towards getting rid of that laundry list, crumple it up, throw it in the trash if at all possible. Try to be forgiving. Try to be compassionate. Try to remember that perhaps it is possible that they did what they did to us, not out of enmity or hate towards us, but perhaps out of some measure of self-hatred on their own part. Maybe they were going through a difficult time in their lives. Maybe they were suffering in their own hearts, or physically or emotionally, and we became, in a sense, the innocent object of their hurt. There is an old saying that goes like this: hurt people hurt people. If somebody hurts me, I don't have to let that hurt sink in. I can understand that they may have hurt me because they themselves are suffering. Out of their pain, they inflict hurt upon me. But I don't have to let that get to me inside. I can understand, try to understand, that they may have hurt me out of their own inner pain. And I can take that for what it is, and I can try to forgive them. I can try to be compassionate. And without letting that hurt sink in deep inside of me, I can try my very, very best to be loving and caring and merciful towards others and maintain a positive outlook in all of my human relationships. Easier said than done, I can assure you. I do not have the key or the secret to a successful way of handling these kinds of situations. I strive with it. I try. I'm working on it. It is a work in progress, but it is a job that we all share. Thank you.